problem. A 2, 5, B 1, 0, C minus 4, 3 and D minus 3, 8 are the vertices of the quadrilateral ABCD. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AC and BD. Give a special name to the quadrilateral. So what they have given the vertices of the quadrilateral. So for our understanding, I have taken the x-axis and y-axis and I have plotted the points. Then I am going to plot the point A2, 5. So this is 2 and 5. So this is my A. A is 2, 5. Next B is 1, 0. So this is the point B. It is 1, 0. So you need not draw the graph, but for our understanding, I have drawn the graph and I'm going to explain with the graph. C, it is minus 4, 3. So minus 4 and 3. So this is a point C. So C is minus 4, 3. Next D is minus 3, 8. Minus 3, 8. This is a point 3. D minus 3, 8. So seeing the figure, we cannot say whether it is parallelogram or rectangle or something like that. Then you cannot name the figure. So we have to find out certain properties and then we will confirm we shall give the name to the quadrilateral. First they are asking us to find the coordinates of the midpoint of AC and BD. They are asking us to find out. Suppose if I draw a line AC, they are asking us to find out the midpoint of AC, and similarly if I join BD, suppose if I join BD, they are asking us to find out what is the midpoint of BD. They are asking us to find out. So let me find out the midpoints of AC and BD. Solution. Then we shall name the quadrilateral. Now let me write the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is my midpoint formula. So first I am going to take AC. A coordinate is 2, 5 and C coordinate is minus 4, 3. So let me take x1 and y1. This is my x1, y1 and this is my x2, y2. So let me find out the midpoint. Midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. So it is 2 plus minus 4 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, 5 plus 3 by 2. So let me simplify this. So this is equal to 2 minus 4 is minus 2 by 2, this is 8 by 2. So let me simplify this. I get it is minus 1, 4. So midpoint of AC is minus 1, 4. AC. Next let me find out the midpoint of BD. So what is the coordinate B and D? B coordinate is 1, 0 and D coordinate is minus 3, 8. So this is my x1, y1 and this is my x2, y2. So let me substitute in the midpoint formula to find out the midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. So 1 less minus 3 by 2, 0 plus 8 by 2. So this is equal to 1 minus 3 is minus 2 by 2, 8 by 2. So if I simplify what I am getting, it is equal to minus 1 by 4. So we can see the midpoint of AC and BD is same. The midpoint of AC and BD is same. This means they intersect each other at the midpoint. So this is a point. Both of them intersect. Both of them intersect at -1, 4. Cut each other at the midpoint we have found out. So with this property we cannot say it is a rectangle. It may be a rectangle, it may be a parallelogram, it may be a square. So we doesn't know. So for that we have to find out the length of the sides. Let me find out the length of AB, length of BC, length of CD and length of DA, and then we shall decide it. So first let me find out the length of AD. So let me write all the coordinates first. A coordinate is 2, 5, and A and D I'm going to take. AD is, D coordinate is -3, 8. So let me find out the length of AD. Length of AD is equal to square root of the formula x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So let me substitute. This is my x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Let me substitute it. So if I substitute, x2 is -3, x1 is -2 the whole square plus y2 is 8 and y1 is 5 the whole square. Let me simplify this. This is equal to square root of -5 the whole square plus 8 minus 5 is 3 the whole square. So this is equal to -5 the whole square is 25 plus 9. So this is equal to square root of 34. Next I'm going to find out B and C. So let me write. B is 1, 0 and C is -4, 3. So in this is my x1 y1, x2 y2. Length of BC is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Let me simplify this. This is equal to -4 minus 1 is -5 the whole square plus 3 the whole square. So I get square root of 25 plus 9, which is equal to square root of 34. So now I can see that AD is equal to BC. So next let me find out AB. Now I'm going to take A. A is 2, 5 and B is 1, 0. Now length of AB I'm going to find out square root of x2. This is my x1 y1 x2 y2. Now let me substitute. 1 minus 2 the whole square plus 0 minus 5 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 is -1 the whole square plus -5 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 1 the whole square is 1 plus square root of -5 the whole square is 25. So if I add, I get square root of 26. So from this I can say it is not a square because all the sides are not equal because length of AB is different. Now let me find out the other length. The other side is CD is left over. Let me find out CD. What is C now? C is -4, 3 and D is -3, 8. Now here this is my x1 y1 and this is my x2 y2. Now let me find out the length of CD. Length of CD is equal to square root of x2 is -3, minus of minus is minus of -4 is +4 the whole square plus square into 8 minus 3 the whole square. So this is equal to minus 3 plus 4 is 1 the whole square, plus 8 minus 3 is 5 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 1 plus 25, which is equal to square root of 26. So now I can see that the opposite sides are equal, that is, now let me substitute here so this will be very clear. Now I have found out the length of AD. AD is square root of 34, and CD I have found out, BC I have found out it is square root of 34. Now AB also I have found out it is square root of 26, and CD I have found out it is square root of 26. Now I can see that the opposite sides are equal. AD is equal to BC and CD is equal to AB. So opposite sides are equal and the diagonals intersect at the point, at the midpoint. So I can say it is a rectangle or parallelogram because opposite sides are equal and the diagonals intersect at midpoint. So I can say it may be rectangle or parallelogram. So I have to confirm it whether it is rectangle or parallelogram. So for confirming it, I'm going to find out the length of the diagonal. So if I find out the length of the diagonal, then I can confirm it. If the diagonals are equal, then it is rectangle. If the diagonals are not equal, then it is parallelogram. So let me check it before confirming it. So let me find out the diagonal AC. I'm going to find out the diagonal length of the diagonal AC. A coordinate is 2, 5 and C coordinate is minus 4, 3. So in this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to find out the length of AC, the diagonal AC. Length of the diagonal AC, square root of x2 minus x1, so minus 4 minus 2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1, 3 minus 5 the whole square. Let me simplify this. So this is equal to minus 6 the whole square plus minus 2 the whole square. This is equal to square root of 36 plus 4, which is equal to square root of 40. Now let me find out the length of the diagonal BD. So what is B? B is 1, 0 and D is minus 3, 8. Length of the diagonal BD, which is equal to square root of x2 minus x1. So this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. So let me substitute it. x2 is minus 3, x1 is 1, so it is minus 1 the whole square plus 8 minus 0 the whole square, which is equal to square root of minus 4 the whole square plus 8 the whole square, which is equal to minus 4 the whole square is 16 plus 64. So this is equal to square root of 80. So I can see the diagonals, which is for my square root of 40 and square root of 80, which are not equal. So it is not rectangle, therefore it is a parallelogram. So the length of the diagonal AC is square root of 40 and the length of the diagonal BD is square root of 80. So I can see the opposite sides are equal, the diagonals are not equal, and it intersect at the midpoint. Therefore, from these properties I can say it is a parallelogram. If the diagonals are equal, then I can say it is a rectangle. So what all we have got? Opposite sides are equal. We have got opposite sides are opposite sides are equal, and what we have got, diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal, and what we have got, and they cut each other at the midpoint, behind the diagonals, and the diagonals cut each other at the midpoint, we have seen, because it is the midpoint are same, it is minus 1 comma 4, we have seen, cut each other at midpoint. Therefore the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So we have found out it is a parallelogram. Dear students, now let's see the next problem. P 4, 2 and Q minus 1, 5 are the vertices of the parallelogram PQRS, and minus 3, 2 are the coordinates of the point of intersection of its diagonals. Find the coordinates of R and S. So what they have given is, we have given a parallelogram PQRS. Now let me take a parallelogram PQR. Yes. So this is a parallelogram, and the coordinates of P they have given. The coordinates of P is 4, 2, and the coordinate of Q is minus 1, 5 they have given. They are asking us to find out the coordinates of R and S. And one more thing they have given is minus 3, 2 are the coordinates of the point of intersection of its diagonal. So this is the point of intersection of the diagonal. So this point is minus 3, 2 they have given. Minus 3, 2 is the midpoint of the diagonals P, R and S, Q. They are asking us to find out the coordinates of R and S. So let me take the coordinates of P as x1, y1, and Q as x2, y2, and R as x3, y3, which I need to find out, and S as x4, y4, and I have to find out the S coordinate too. So now I know the midpoint formula, so let me write the midpoint formula. I'm going to use the midpoint formula to find out the R and S coordinates. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 y2. This is a basic formula. So here the coordinates are different, x3, x4 and all is coming. So according to that I have to write the formula for it. y1 plus y2 by 2. Now I'm going to take PR, the diagonals PR. So one coordinate I know, and I know the midpoint. I'm going to find out the R coordinate. Okay. Now midpoint is minus 3, 2. Now this is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Here x1 plus x3 by 2. x1 plus x3. The formula is changing because I have named it as x1 y1 and x3 y3. So x1 plus x3 by 2, y1 plus y3 by 2. Now let me substitute it. Now x1 is 4, I'm substituting 4 plus x3, I have to find out, I'm writing as it is, divided by 2, y1 is 2 plus y3 I have to find out, I'm writing it as it is, divided by 2. So midpoint is minus 3, 2. So let me equate the x coordinates and the y coordinate to find out x3 and y3. Now minus 3 is equal to 4 plus x3 by 2. Now if I bring to the other side, it becomes minus 3 into 2 is equal to 4 plus x3. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 is equal to 4 plus x3. Minus 6 minus 4, 4 I'm bringing to the left hand side, is equal to x3. Therefore x3 is equal to minus 10. Now let me equate the y coordinate. 2 is equal to 2 plus y3 by 2. Now 2 I'm going to bring it to the other side. It becomes 2 into 2 is equal to 2 plus y3. 2 into 2 is 4. Now I'm bringing this 2 to the other side. It becomes negative 2 is equal to y3. Therefore y3 is equal to 2. Therefore y3 is equal to 2. So we have found out the x3 and y3. Therefore it is the coordinate, r coordinate. Therefore the coordinate of r is equal to x coordinate x3 comma y3. So it is minus 10 comma 2. So we have found out the r coordinate. R coordinate is minus 10 comma 2 we have found out. Now I'm going to take the SQ diagonal to find out x4 and y4. Okay. Now let me write midpoint. Midpoint is equal to, here I have taken x2 and y2, x4 and y4. So I'm writing the formula with our coordinates x2 plus x4 by 2 comma y2 plus y4 by 2. Now let me substitute it. Midpoint I know it is minus 3 comma 2 and x2 value is minus 1, x4 I have to find out. Let me write as it is divided by 2 comma y2 is 5 plus y4 I have to find out and kept as it is divided by 2. So again I'm going to equate the x coordinates and y coordinates to find out x4 and y4. Okay, let me equate it. Minus 3 is equal to minus 1 plus x4 by 2. Let me bring 2 to the other side. It becomes minus 3 into 2 is equal to minus 1 plus x4. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 is equal to minus 1 plus x4. Minus 6. Now minus 1 I'm bringing to the other side becomes plus 1 is equal to x4. Therefore x4 is equal to minus 5. x4 is equal to minus 5. Now let me equate the y coordinates to find out. Now 2 is equal to 5 plus y4 by 2. 2 I'm bringing to the other side. So 2 into 2 is equal to 5 plus y4. 2 into 2 is 4 and 5 I bring to the other side because negative 5 is equal to y4. Therefore y4 is equal to minus 1. So we have found it x4 and y4, which is nothing but the s coordinate. Therefore the coordinate of s is minus 5 comma minus 1. So all the problems are very simple in this exercise. The only formula I have to use is a midpoint formula to find out the other coordinates, and it is very simple. So here I know the coordinates of one side and midpoint I know, so I have able to find out the other coordinates. Now here we have found out the s coordinate, which is nothing but minus 5 comma minus 1. So r coordinate and s coordinate we have found out. Next problem, a minus 1 comma 0, b 1 comma 3 and d 3 comma 5 are the vertices of the parallelogram ABCD. Find the coordinates of the vertex C. So here they have given a parallelogram ABCD. So this is A, B, C and D. So we know the coordinates of A is minus 1 comma 0 and the B coordinate is 1 comma 3 they have given, and C coordinate they're asking us to find out, and the D coordinate is 3 comma 5. So a C coordinate they're asking us to find out, so let me take it as x comma y. Okay, now I have to find out the coordinate of C. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a parallelogram. I'm going to draw a diagonal of this parallelogram AC and BD is a diagonal. We know that the two diagonals intersect at the midpoint of the diagonal. This is a midpoint. So now first what I'm going to do is B and D coordinate I know, B coordinate I know, D coordinate I know. So with these two coordinates I'm going to find out the midpoint first. After finding the midpoint, I'm going to take this diagonal AC. So A coordinate I know, the midpoint I have found out using the BD, and then I'll be able to find out the C coordinate. So let me explain while doing it. Now first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the BD diagonal. So B coordinate is 1, 3 and D coordinate is 3, 5. So this is my x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So I'm going to find the midpoint of the diagonal BD. So let me write the midpoint formula. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So let me substitute it. x1 is 1 plus 3 by 2, y1 is 3 plus 5, y2 is 5 divided by 2. So if I simplify, I'm getting 1 plus 3 is 4 by 2, 5 plus 3 is 8 by 2. If I cancel, I'm getting 2 1 times 2 2 times and 2 1 times 2 4 times. 2, 4 is a midpoint. Midpoint of BD and midpoint of AC is same. So I have found out the midpoint. Midpoint is 2, 4. Now I know the A coordinate. I know the midpoint. Again, I'm going to use the midpoint formula for this diagonal AC to find out the C coordinate. So what all I know? Midpoint I know. A coordinate is minus 1, 0 I know. C coordinate is x, y. I have to find out this. So in this, what is my x1? This is my x1, y1 and this is my x2, y2. Again, I'm going to use the midpoint formula. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now I know the midpoint. Midpoint is 2, 4. So I'm going to substitute 2, 4. And here x1 is minus 1 plus x2. x2 is x, the C coordinate, divided by 2, y1 is 0 plus y2 is y by 2. I'm going to equate the x and the y coordinate on both the sides, x to x and y to y. I'm going to equate to find out. So let me first find out the x coordinate. 2 is equal to minus 1 plus x by 2. 2 I'm going to bring it to the other side. So 2 into 2 is minus 1 plus x. 2 into 2 is 4. And now negative 1 I'm going to bring it to the other side, becomes plus 1 is equal to x. Therefore, x is equal to 5. Next, I'm going to equate the y coordinate. If I equate the y coordinate, I get 4 is equal to 0 plus y is y by 2. So 2 if I bring to the other side, 4 into 2 is equal to y. Therefore, y is equal to 4 2s are 8. So we have found out the x and y. It is nothing but the coordinate of C. Therefore, the coordinate of C is equal to 5, 8. So we have found out the coordinate of C is, 5, 8. We have found out using the midpoint formula. Yes, we have found out 5,